Magandang buhay, tourists. I'm King Gerald Aragon, or you can call me King, your tour guide for today. On behalf of Travel and Tours Quezon, I'd like to welcome you all. And while we are heading to our destination, I'd like to take a minute to familiarize you with the area and discuss some brief safety precautions. First, I ask that you remain seated until we reach our destination. Second, always follow the itinerary that's given to you and always stay within the group. Lastly, never leave your things unattended to avoid unnecessary loss. In our trip for today, we will visit the 5 well-known tourist spots here in Quezon Province. So enjoy our trip and let's all see the wonderful places we need to go here in Quezon Province. Let's go to our first destination, the Mount Banahaw. A major tourism draw to the province is Mount Banahaw. The mountain was also one of the most sacred sites for pre-colonial Tagalog people before the arrival of the Spanish. Mount Banahaw is an active volcano on Luzon in the Philippines. The three-peak volcano complex is located between the provinces of Laguna and Quezon, and is the tallest mountain in the Calabarzon region, dominating the landscape for miles around. The mountain is considered by many as a holy mountain and is popular among pilgrims along with the mountain climbers. It is located in a protected area known as Mounts Banahaw, San Cristobal, protected landscape covering 10,901 hectares of land. Our second destination, Minor Basilica of St. Michael the Archangel, commonly known as the Tayabas Basilica. It is a Roman Catholic basilica located in Tayabas, Quezon, Philippines under the Roman Catholic Diocese of Lucena. Its titular is St. Michael the Archangel, whose feast is celebrated annually on September 29. The church is the largest in the province of Quezon and is built in the shape of a key. Locals often refer to the church as Susi ng Tayabas. The church's 103-meter aisle also has the longest nave among Spanish colonial era churches in the Philippines. Our third destination is Kamay ni Jesus, and I know that you're all familiar with this place, right? But I still want you all to know more about this well-known Kamay ni Jesus. Kamay ni Jesus is a popular tourist destination here in Quezon. The church is claimed to be a healing church, which means devotees believe that healing prayers come true here in Kamay ni Jesus. The vicinity of Kamay ni Jesus is huge and generously filled up with relaxing greens. Nature lovers will rejoice with the captivating view. The core of it all is, of course, the church. So if you feel tired, you can settle inside and offer some moment of peace and reflection. The place is really perfect for spiritual and physical nourishment. Nature will take away the stress. Meditation, walking allows you to find inner strength and peace. And climbing up allows you to build physical endurance. Aside from being known for its healing, Kamay ni Jesus is also famous for its 300-step climb to the huge statue of Jesus. Some say it's only about 200, but we counted and estimated the steps to be at 300. It's important to note that some of the steps are steep, so you really need a lot of energy to reach the top. As you climb, you'll get relief of the story of how Jesus suffered, died on the cross, and eventually resurrected. During the Holy Week, expect this place to be fully packed with devotees and tourists alike, as some consider climbing the steps as part of their penitentia in the spirit of Lent. Reaching the top gives you a sense of fulfillment since all the effort climbing up rewards you with a great view of the statue as well as some parts of Lukban. It's also cooler on top due its altitude and the trees. So you may want to just pause and relax there for a while. This destination you will surely love a tourist. Villa Escudero Plantations and Resort is located in Tiaong, Quezon, which is roughly 2 to 3 hours south of Manila by private car or public transportation, well, depending on the traffic. Villa Escudero is one of the famous and oldest resorts in the Philippines. This coconut plantation and resort in Tiaong, Quezon has been around for decades. Having opened to the public in the 1980s, it's a top tourist destination for foreigners and balikbayans who want to experience traditional Filipino culture and heritage. While getting around this place, and if you don't have your own private vehicle, you can make use of Villa Escudero's 24-hour shuttle service. They have a BLTB vintage bus, e-jeepneys, Carabao carts powered by hydraulics and vans, which guests use to visit the various sites. All the accommodations in Villa Escudero make use of indigenous materials and are designed to maximize natural ventilation. One of the newer attractions at Villa Escudero are their 3 swimming pools, including an infinity pool and adult-only pool located above the jacuzzi tubs. You can also go fishing, bird watching in the resort or just enjoy the view. There are lots of statues depicting Filipino traditions and culture scattered about the resort for photo ops. And aside from that, you can visit their museum. The Escudero Private Museum, which looks like a church from the outside, houses one of the largest private antiquity collections in the country. But the main highlight for this place is the Kamayan-style buffet dining beside Labasin Waterfalls Restaurant. And our last destination is Dampalitan. It's one of the 3 most popular islands dotting the northern fringes of Tayabas Bay. But unlike the other 2, Pagbilao Grande and Pagbilao Chica Islands, it is part of Padre Burgos, the usual jump-off point. Of the 3 beaches that are part of the common tours, Dampalitan has the widest bed of white sand, making it an ideal choice for overnight camping. Borawan Beach and Puting Buhangin are narrow strips that can easily get overcrowded, especially during peak season. Agoho trees, a type of casuarina, rises from the sand, fostering at an atmosphere similar to but less overwhelming than Anawangin or Nagsasa Cave in Zambales. It was such an amazing and wonderful to travel with you. Now it's time to go home. Please check your belongings to make sure your things are with you before you leave the bus and ask you to remain in your seat until we get to our stop. We thank you for giving the chance to accommodate you, being with us for the last minute of our trip, and hope to see you again. Once again, my name is King, and always remember that live with no excuses and travel with no regrets.